So as you have seen from the title of this video, I'm about to go and train legs today. So I have my pre-workout here. If you're wondering why it's not in the shaker, it's because I've had shakers in the past. I probably had like 15 in the last year, like no exaggeration. I just keep losing them. The last one I had was on Christmas Day. And yeah, I just can't be bothered anymore. I'll just lose it again. So what's the point? I'm about to have pre-workout. It's actually 8 p.m, so a bit late, but I've had pre-workout later than this before. I'm also going to be taking L-tyrosine and L-theanine. Now, I'm not sure if I show drugs on the video, my video will get banned or something, so I'm just not going to do it. I'll just show you the pack. L-tyrosine and L-theanine for focus, mental focus, just to calm me down as well before the leg day. But yeah, next time I see you will be probably just outside the gym or inside the gym. So I'm just about to arrive at the gym. I've got like these 2 bars for like pre-workout meal. I've actually been incorporating intermittent fasting into my routine now, as in I'm on a weight loss journey, you could say. I might have already posted about it by the time you're seeing this video, or maybe not, but it is coming. But anyway, yeah, I am close to the gym. I've just picked up these 2 snacks. Yeah, speak to you soon. Don't leave your water at home, guys, because yeah, water in the gym is very expensive. I think I paid like £3 or £2.50 for this bottle, but it is what it is. First up, we have lying hamstring curls, but before we get into the exercise, let's talk about the warm-up. So you should be doing warm-ups before most of your sets because 1, it warms up your muscles, so it reduces your injury risk. But 2, it actually allows you to practice the exercise, which enables you to be stronger when you actually go into your working sets. On leg day specifically, warm-ups are even more important because I need the warm-up to mentally prepare myself for the working sets. And you'll see this later on when I go into the heavy leg press. Now here's the first set. In terms of why I'm doing lying hamstring curls, well, it's because we don't actually have a decent hamstring curl at this gym because that is actually my favorite hamstring machine. But yeah, as I said, we don't have it. The reason I'm starting off with lying hamstring curls is to warm up my hamstrings for the heavy leg press, which I'm going to go into legs for later. And you'll see later that I'm also going to be doing leg extensions to warm up my quads for the heavy leg press. As mentioned earlier, this will reduce my injury risk, but also mentally prepares me to go into that heavy leg press. For the last 6 months to a year now, I've been incorporating slow eccentrics into my routine, where you go slow on the way down. This is sort of a thing just to intensify the exercise even further, and to be honest, it just adds variety to my training. I've put a timer to count down the amount of time, the length of time it takes for me to do the eccentric part of the movement, but this is very extreme. Normally, when you think of slow eccentric training, you probably think of more, maybe 3 to 4 seconds. 8 seconds is quite extreme. But as I said, it allows me to use a very light weight while still maintaining the intensity of the exercise. side we have lying hamstring curls to work the hamstrings. Here we have leg extensions to work our quads, as well as our knees. There's no particular reason why I'm doing hamstrings first and leg extensions afterwards. You can do it whatever direction you want. But what I wanted to go into was why I'm actually doing single leg extensions. Single leg extensions are useful if you have a muscular imbalance, as in one leg is bigger than the other. But the reason I'm actually doing it is because I used to do double leg extensions at the start of my workout, but I was doing the full stack and I couldn't progress further. So instead, I switched to single leg, where obviously I can't do the full stack. This allows me to continue to build leg muscle, as I'll still be able to incorporate progressive overload into my routine. As I said earlier, you should do single leg extensions if you do have muscular imbalance, but if you don't, I don't really see a point of them, as to be honest, you're just wasting extra energy and you're just wasting time really, because your workout's always going to take longer. Also note that recently on my leg days, the first 3 sets, as in my first 3 exercises, as in the lying hamstring curls, single leg extensions, and you'll see next, the most intense exercise of all, the leg press, are very intense, but the following exercises aren't actually as intense, as in I'm not literally killing myself. This is so I don't overtrain myself, as in I don't overtrain, which is obviously terrible for muscle growth, terrible for your energy levels, terrible for levels of testosterone. So yeah, it's very important not to overtrain, guys. Now you would have noticed on my final set, I've dropped the weight down. Reason being is because I didn't get a certain number of reps in the previous set. Now, when it comes to muscle building, there is an ideal range, as in the 6 to 12 range you want to be in most of the time. Now, you can go above and below that range sometimes, it's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, lifting weights builds muscle, no matter how many reps you do. But I want to stay in that 6 to 12 range most of the time. So, because I didn't get that many reps in the previous set, I decided to drop the weight on this set. Also, it allows me to fully focus on my form on the final set, rather than kind of ego lifting, which I do on leg day. I mean, it's not fully ego lifting, but it's not like perfect form all the time. But yeah, that's another reason why I do drop the weight. Next up we have leg press. Now I alternate between leg press and hack squat on different weeks, and this is, you can say, my heavy leg exercise, you could say. I'm going to be going up to 380 kg, as you'll see later on, and this is really intense, as in I'm really giving it all. Obviously this is warm up, so I'm not giving it all here, but yeah, you'll see when it goes into the set, I'm really giving it my all. To do this set, I actually need to mentally prepare myself. It can take me like between 3 and 5 minutes to actually get myself mentally prepared to do this set. So you'll see the timer here, I think it goes up to 3 minutes, that's the time it takes for me to finish my warm up, for me to go into the start of my working set. It was actually way more than 3 minutes, it's just that I cut out some of the video because otherwise we'd be there for ages. I think it totals up to 5 minutes, I don't actually time it. But yeah, that is the amount of mental preparation I need to go into the heavy sets. So I'm about to go into the set. I'm taking a lot of caffeine before this session, which is why I'm like bouncing all over the place. Also, I'm decided not to leave any music in, so you can like hear the whole set. But yeah, enjoy. In terms of why I'm doing it with socks, as in not wearing any shoes, no reason, I just find it more comfortable, no performance benefit there. I mean, if there is, I don't know it, but don't feel that you're doing anything wrong if you are wearing shoes when doing leg press. It's also very easy to ego lift on the leg press machine. I've actually heard it called the ego press before because yeah, it is very common for people to ego lift. And even me, I am ego lifting to some degree, but my form is decent, but not perfect. Yes, obviously the deeper you do go, the more range of motion you get, and yeah, the more intense exercise will be. But it's also, I want to also lift heavy amounts of weight. One, because it's fun to do, and two, because I actually want to get stronger on my legs too.
My treasure, I will not crack under pressure. Your skin so smooth like some leather. You so cute when you're fed up. Don't you never say never, cause these days will get better. I say, wait, about time I gotta upgrade. Niggas pre-screw, about time you move on upgrade. Up, where I say you can take the escalator, I will take the staircase. iPhone 5, yeah, baby you hit me up all night. See, lately I've been quite alright. If you with me, better ride or die. You did it from
Now time for the hip thrust machine. If you're a guy, you should be doing hip thrusts because hip thrusts will help you get a better squat by increasing the strength of your hamstrings and glutes. But hip thrusts also work a posterior chain. So unless you're doing deadlift, which is obviously a lot of you, you're probably not working a posterior chain. Now what happens if you don't work a posterior chain is that you'll get a weak core, as in your core will be weak. It will lead to things like back pain and poor mobility. So that's why, yes, if you're not doing deadlifts, it's very important you do the hip thrust. You also should be afraid to hip thrust if you're a guy, because it is very common for men to hip thrust nowadays, at least in my gym. I do see guys do it all the time. Obviously, if you're a girl, this is an issue to you, but looking at my analytics, there's probably no girls watching this video. But hip thrust, as I said, yes, very important, and there's something I've been doing for a while now, and I've definitely contributed towards the strength I have in my legs. Next, we have leg extensions. This is probably the least necessary exercise in my routine, as it's just really to add some extra volume for my quads. But as I said, I just throw them in just for some extra volume. You will remember that I did the single leg extensions earlier. Because I'm already so fatigued from the single leg extensions and the leg press, I can't do as much weight on the double leg extension as I would if I was to do a double leg extension at the start of the workout. This is why I put the leg extensions at the middle of the workout, so I can still incorporate progressive overload into my routine. Here we have Smith machine remaining deadlifts. I don't normally use the Smith machine, I usually use dumbbells, but I just felt using the Smith machine today, and yeah, you can see it on the video. Also, remaining deadlifts aren't as taxing as commercial deadlifts, as obviously you're not having to lift the weight all the way off the ground, you're only going part of the way through. But I mean, to most main reason I do the remaining deadlift is for the hamstrings. It is important to have some deadlift variation to your routine, as deadlifts work posterior chain, strengthen your core, strengthen your lower back, and can help you avoid lower back pain. And yeah, that's how I incorporate deadlifts into my routine, through Smith machine, remaining deadlifts. Well, remaining deadlifts, I'm just doing Smith machine today. Smith machine squats, not the most popular exercise, as you can see from this comment, but I like them as I can go deeper. And to be honest, because I've just done the Smith machine deadlifts, I moved on to Smith machine squats, so I don't have to move around the gym. Because this gym in particular, there's like an upstairs, downstairs, and it's a very big gym. So I'd rather do all my exercises in one place, just to save time and be more efficient. I'm actually not going that hard on this exercise, as I'm pretty fatigued already, because yes, it is very heavy volume. But to be honest, if you want to grow your legs, guys, you do need to go high volume and high intensity, because legs are very hard to grow. They're obviously a massive muscle group, and you do really need to put the work in when it comes to training your legs in the gym. And that is why many guys do struggle to grow their legs. But I'm telling you, if you train high intensity and heavy volume, you will be able to grow your legs. Now here's like post leg pump, because yes, I did train legs. Now because I'm currently incorporating intermittent fasting, I'm not eating as much. The pumps aren't as good as they were before, as they have been in the past, because yes, I don't have much carbs in my system. I hope you got some use from that video. Now I would say I don't recommend most people to follow this leg day, because it is quite intense, especially if you're a beginner, but you can still pick up some insights from that video. Feel free to leave a like if you find it useful. Follow me for more fitness tips. Also, this is actually like a week after the leg day. I just forgot to record the outro. It is what it is. I'm actually in another country at the moment. But